Evening folks, I'm at Manchester Airport and I'm trying to find the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel, which I will be staying in tonight and reviewing. I can see it right over there, but I have no idea how I actually get to it as a pedestrian. So I've just got off the train and I'm trying to work out where I go. Okay, so I've got to cross over a very busy road on a bridge, but unfortunately the lifts aren't working. Oh, and this is what is at the top of those stairs. Well, I can imagine in the daytime that this is actually not too bad, but it's really badly lit at night. It just doesn't feel that good. It's making me wish before I've even got to the hotel that I'd picked a different one. But I'm trying to stay in all of the hotels around Manchester Airport so I can review them all. Anyway, let's see. Right, we'll crack on. So I'll show you how badly lit it is. So more stairs to get down the other side. Right, there's a DoubleTree sign, so we're getting somewhere. In fact, it looks like I've arrived. Okay, so it's a nice big lift. It says it holds 13 people, a ton of people. I'm not sure what sort it is. I'm going to guess an Otis. I would say it probably holds a good 8 people at least. And you would definitely get a wheelchair or a pushchair in here. Just to show you that. It's nice and quiet and it looks clean, but unfortunately there's a distinct smell of cannabis. Shame. So I'm near room 562. All I've got to do is tap my phone and that unlocks the door. Right, change of camera. I'm on my phone now. I was trying to film this on a DJI Osmo 3, but it's just not very good for this sort of filming. So here I am. Hello, I'm at Manchester Airport. I am at the DoubleTree by Hilton. I'm staying here for one night because I've got an early flight tomorrow. And I've paid £92.50, which isn't cheap. And I think that's room only, but I'll double check. If it is bed and breakfast, then you'll see the breakfast buffet in the film. If you don't see the breakfast buffet, it's room only. Anyway, I'm staying here for one night and this is what I've got for £92.50. And I'm going to say straight away that whilst it's a nice big room, it feels a bit soulless and I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to feel a lot warmer and I think it's that horrible light up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to adjust the lighting a little bit. And then let's see if we can make it feel a bit more homely. Right, mood lighting adjusted. It's not great, I must admit. It is a bit of a stale room, this, and this light doesn't work, incidentally, just here. Yeah, that is not a working light. And I couldn't see the switch for that one over there either, so nothing on the floor. So, yeah, I'm immediately not impressed with my £92.50. I don't think it's a very nice room, to be honest. I think it's stale and I think it's soulless. That's my first impression. And that's a real shame because it's a big room, but it's just got nothing about it. So I'm going to go back to the beginning and talk you through what I've got. And I hope I'll start to feel a bit more positive about it because I don't generally moan about rooms, but I'm not feeling this one. So that is where I came in just there. Immediately to the side of that is the wardrobe, which is quite cute with these glass fronted doors. You've got a storage area up there. You've got about 12 coat hangers there, and not a very accessible safe on the floor down there, so you've got to get on your hands and knees to use it, which I won't be doing. And you've got the iron and the ironing board, which will never move. Next to that, you've got luggage storage area, and that's quite a nice amount of luggage storage as well. And then you've got tea and coffee making facilities and lots of different things just there. On this side, just a little bit of a shelving space and a plug socket, electrical outlet just there. And beneath that is my luggage, so don't worry about that. And a bin. Let's mix it up. The bathroom is on this side just here, and it is a shower over a bath rather than a shower cubicle, unfortunately. Quite a big step up and over as well, but there are grab rails. Now, there's a semi-textured surface on the bottom down there, but that could be slippery, so I would advise flip-flops, sliders, or just putting the towel down, because there is no non-stick bath mat there. There is a towel for getting out. There's a very deep sink, which is quite a nice deep sink just there. Oval shaped, big unit. You've got enough room for your toiletries just there. Shaving sockets just there, 2 different mirrors just here. And you've got, because it's DoubleTree by Hilton, all this Crabtree and Evelyn stuff, which is all over the place. So you've got hand wash and body lotion just there. And on this side, you've got shower gel, shampoo and conditioner. A nice bundle of towels up there. And yeah, and the toilet down there. So it is actually quite a roomy bathroom. It's quite nice, but I would have preferred a shower cubicle rather than the bath, I have to admit. Yeah. Anyway, let's go back into the bedroom. I'm trying to cheer up about this. So the bed itself is what I would call, it's just a generous double. It's not, I don't think it's a super king. It maybe is, actually it could be a king, looking at the width between the pillows, but they're not very long pillows, just there. But yeah, maybe it is a king size bed. And then on either side of the bed, you've got lights and you've got USB chargers, but, and this is a big but, there are no electrical outlet plug sockets next to the bed. Now, I'm a CPAP machine user. I haven't got a plug socket next to the bed. I haven't got an extension lead with me. What am I going to do? I'm going to need to go down to reception and see what they can do for me. Right, anyway, so moving on. What's this? This looks like it lifts up. Oh, there's some sort of storage area just there in the desk. Nice long desk. That light doesn't work. You've got a big flat screen Samsung TV just there. There's a hairdryer for those people who wish to preen their bouffants down there. And you've got 2 drawers here. And just here, that's where the fridge used to be in the olden days. A storage cupboard now. 70s style chair just there. And then you've got the sofa there, which is also probably a bed, which has, well, it's just a feather that's sticking out of it. I thought it was a fingernail. I was about to be disgusted. And there is obviously a nice glass table just there. So yeah, you can sit there and you can watch TV and treat that like a separate part of the room. And in terms of size, it's a very good sized room. I can't fault the size of the room at all. It just feels a bit soulless. Anyway, look, before I go any further, I'm going to go down to reception. And I'm going to mention the problem about me needing an electrical outlet next to the bed. I'm going to see what they say. I'll come back to you when I've done that. And 5 minutes later, delivered to the room. Extension lead. I'll breathe tonight. So from a customer service perspective, that's very good, and I'm happy with that. Well done, DoubleTree by Hilton staff. Appreciated. Right, so I just want to give you some reference points as to where this hotel is located. I'm sorry that the window's a bit steamy. So that is the Sky Bridge just there to Terminals 1 and 3. And the Sky Bridge to Terminal 2 is, that one just there, okay? So the railway station is here and the bus station is here. Now, in order to get to this hotel, you're meant to go around the back of the Tribe Hotel, which is the building in the middle of the picture now, across the bridge behind the sort of Manchester Airport banner, which is strung over the road there. There's a bridge behind it. I'll just wipe the window. I don't think it's making much difference. It's a bit of a grubby window. And over that bridge and then all the way around. It takes about 10 minutes. Now, last night I went to Terminal 2 to Marks and Spencer's to get a drink, and I went to Greg's to get a sandwich and come back. I didn't go the long way. I literally just walked into the bus station and straight through there. You're not supposed to, but it took about 3 minutes for me to be on the Sky Bridge into Terminal 2. So that's the way I'm going to try and sneak back today, because it's such a pointless and unnecessary walk to go all the way around there. Now, I know you're not supposed to do what I did, but I'm going to do it anyway. So yeah, it's pretty close, as you can see. And in fact, I can see people on the Sky Bridge now making their way towards Terminal 1 and 3. You can see the people there walking towards Terminals 1 and 3. So it's time for my final reflection, my final review, because I need to make my way to the airport, where I'm flying business class with Lufthansa to Munich and then economy on to Sofia. That's going to be in the next film that follows this. If you want to watch that film, then the next upload will be that one. So final thoughts on this room. Well, I was disappointed when I came in yesterday. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. I've had to think about this. I always associate the name Hilton with luxury. Okay, now I know this is a DoubleTree by Hilton, so therefore that is the more mid-range brand. But I always think Hilton hotels are a bit luxurious, and I walked in here and I thought, this doesn't feel very Hilton-y, and it doesn't. Do you know what it feels like? In fact, it reminds me exactly of the Holiday Inn Express that I stayed in at Manchester Airport last year. The same room format, same layout. And it's just a little bit sterile. It's a bit cold in terms of the aesthetic, in terms of the decor. It doesn't feel super lovely. But with that said, I have had a really good night's sleep. I've had a cracking shower this morning, and I've enjoyed a cup of tea from the amenities. So I haven't really got anything to complain about. I think it's more of a mismatched expectations issue. So when I came here, I'm thinking Hilton in my mind, but it's DoubleTree by Hilton. Not Hilton. But I always think, oh, it's going to be really luxurious when it's a Hilton branded hotel. And I think that was the key issue upon my arrival. The staff have been great. I was really appreciative of the extension socket. Would I stay here again? I'm not saying I wouldn't stay here again, but there are more hotels around Manchester Airport yet that I haven't stayed in, and I want to try them as I take morning flights. So my next one's going to be Tribe, actually, and I'm quite looking forward to that because it looks nice on the pictures. Yeah, so I may stay here again in future. I wouldn't rule it out, let me put it that way. Right, I hope you've enjoyed the film, folks. Catch you on the next one.